What did I do to deserve this? Life is so fucking hard. Hey, it's Bri, and I just wanted to come out here and talk to y'all about my little mental breakdown. We all know that I have a lot of those.
And I feel bad. You don't think I feel bad?
I'm gonna tell you guys how and why I got fired from the strip club, but I'm just here to speak my truth. I know people are gonna say what they want to say regardless, but through all the BS, Brianna Lay is going to speak her truth.
And don't give a fuck.
And don't. Period. So I'm just gonna enjoy some tacos with you guys and walk you through that day, walk you through how I felt in the moment, and then tell you guys how I feel now after the fact. Now that I've had my epiphany, like, I really feel like sometimes painful things create greatness, and sometimes our pain is really good for us, and that's why I feel like it's important for me to make this video. The day that I got fired from the strip club, I had already got into it with my manager at McDonald's, and I didn't really know what the future of that job was gonna be. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, okay? And my mindset at the time was, you know, fuck her, fuck McDonald's, I'm gonna go to the club, I'm gonna make money. And then I got fired from the club. That just kind of like, it really hit different. Another thing that I want to say too about why I had a mental breakdown, I feel like I could be honest with myself. And because I could be honest with myself, I could be honest with y'all. And I could say that me stripping again was me being fearful of chasing my YouTube dream. And that's just the real tea. That's the truth. I told myself I never want to be as broke as I was before I went to Ohio. What happened to me in Ohio traumatized me. Like, I meet people and they'll be like,
oh yeah, I watched that video about what happened with you and your dad and I thought that was funny.
And I really have to like,
thanks for watching my channel.
Like, I really have to like play it off like that wasn't something that really was really real in my life.
I'm a human being.
I made up my mind that I was not going to get back on YouTube until I had my own apartment, I had my camera, I had everything, and on top of everything, material to have a successful YouTube channel, peace of mind. I was like compromising with myself. Okay, you're going to go strip, you're going to go get this money, and then on top of doing that, you'll still be doing YouTube. Like, we can do YouTube off your phone, and then in 2020, we'll start uploading. It was just so much, because in real life, if you're gonna chase a dream, it doesn't matter your current circumstance. And the fact that I convinced myself that I had to go back to the strip club so I could be more stable,
so people would never call me broke again in my life.
And look what happened. How do you even get fired from the strip club? I was vlogging the day that I got fired from the strip club. How did I forget that rent was just due? How did I forget that? It's slow stripper season right now. Once Thanksgiving hit, then it's Black Friday, then rent is due, then it's Christmas, then it's rent again, then it's New Year's. It's a lot of stuff about being a stripper that can really fuck with your money. When I went to work that day, what I had in my mind was, okay, it's Monday, it's gonna be slow. People just did Black Friday. People just had Thanksgiving with their family. Like, but there's gonna be somebody that's gonna come in that's gonna cash you out. And I feel like if you're gonna be a stripper, you need to have that mindset. You need to walk into that environment and be like, I don't care what's going on, somebody's gonna cash me out. I got to the club at like 4:45. I knew that day shift ends at 6. As soon as I got there, the lady at the door, who I'd never seen before in my life, she was like, if you want to hit the floor right now, you're gonna have to cash out right now. Otherwise, you could wait 2 hours until 6:30. And I'm thinking to myself, I came here to make money. You think I'm about to turn around and go to the ATM and take 125 of my own dollars out just so I could dance for nobody in here? No. It's cool. I'll go to the back. I already take like 2 to 3 hours to get ready anyway. It wasn't really discouraging to me when she told me to go back there. And then on top of that, I was in this mindset of like, my hard work will pay off. That was the first weird vibe to me. I'm like, you want me to pay you right now. Then the second weird vibe was everybody who worked at the club that was not a stripper or a bartender was giving me like mad police vibes. I felt like I was at school or something because I went in there with 2 bottles of champagne, and I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. It really started when there were 2 girls who was getting in trouble for their outfit because the club had changed, you know, their outfit or the wardrobe rules. I don't really know how to say it anymore. Oh my God, they changed the dress code. That's what I'm trying to say. So 2 girls was in the back getting in trouble. I was trying to figure out like why the lady who was talking to them was taking like 20 minutes. On top of the fact that I was trying to drink with my friend. Does it really take 20 minutes to tell somebody, hey, like we changed the dress code. You have to wear a thong that could fit at least 3 fingers. If you guys could just go ahead and change, that would be really great. Period. It don't take that long. I was just like, how did this turn into a whole conversation? Then I physically started to feel like oppressive vibes. And I'm so happy that we live in the time that we live in because I could just say that. Like, I physically felt like the vibe was tense. And then I convinced myself again. I was like, okay, well, these are just like the day shift people. I don't know these people anyway. I usually work nights. They're about to clock off anyway. So like whatever they talking about don't matter to me. After that, lady, security kept coming in and out of the dressing room. Y'all gotta understand, like, I worked at that club for 2 weeks. I never experienced nothing like that, like heavy police vibes. Like, they was in there watching us. Like, I don't understand. Like, it's a strip club. I don't understand. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I have some conspiracy theories that I want to go over. I feel like one of the reasons why I got fired is because I brought my own champagne. The last time I went to work before I got fired, this one girl, she was like, oh my God, I think it's so funny that you bring your own bottles to work because we're not supposed to do that. And I was just like, why wouldn't we do that? Just throwing that out there. I feel like the strip club was slow. I was in the back drinking my own, doing my own thing. They was like, get this girl out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna lie. It took me like a long time to get ready because I knew it was no money out there. So I was not in no rush to go hit the floor. I'm a new stripper. I don't have regulars. So what does it matter? There's nobody here. But you know what? Me taking forever to get ready was about to work in my favor because I was like walking back and forth from the dressing room to the bathroom with my headphones in. And like, I was just like getting pumped up. I was like pumping myself up. And I noticed that the customers were noticing me. They were like, oh my God, who is that? It was actually working in my favor that I was taking forever to go out on the floor. In my opinion, it made me more desirable. And from what I heard from the customers, it actually worked. I clocked in about 7:30, almost 8 o'clock. Went on stage like one time. They probably called me on stage to dance again. And I didn't hear because I had my headphones in. I'll take responsibility for that. Because it was like, I went out there. Nobody was paying attention. Nobody was sitting close to the stage. All the girls were at the bar because that's where the money was. That's where the guys were. And remember, I came in for day shift. So day shift was absolutely identical. All the girls were lined up by the bar because the guys were spending more money at the bar than on the girls. When I went on stage, like, I didn't have my glasses on, but I knew that nobody was like watching. You know, it's crazy. You would think that I would be built for the strip club and I'm really not. And it's because I have a big ego. Because I'm really sitting here and I'm like, it's your ego. But yeah, like, I know who I am. I'm sorry. Like, I don't want to drill that in nobody's head, but like, y'all need to know that if I sound lazy or if I sound like, you know what I'm saying, whatever, it's because there was no money. There was no money. I'm not about to sit up here and talk to somebody for 25 minutes and drink with him. And then if I get a dance out of him, it's automatically going to go to the house. It's not even going to go in my pocket. A regular catches my attention and I start chatting it up with him. While I'm chatting it up with him, he was talking to a group of other guys. And the other guys were like, oh my God, we were waiting for you. Like, we saw you going back and forth. We were so curious, da 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 da. So I'm having a conversation with like 3 guys at once. They were intrigued by me. And I had on like a highlighter, pink. Like, my outfit was like highlighter. Like, I was bright. I was gorgeous. And like, it made sense. Like, the anticipation, the buildup that they were finally getting to have a conversation with me. In the middle of this, why did security come up to me and go,
you need to cash out?
I kind of like ignored him because I'm like, oh no, this is money time. I'm about to make some money. He was just standing there like,
you need to cash out. You need to cash out.
I tried to keep face. I dismissed the conversation with the guys and I went to the dressing room to like really process what was going on. I was like in the back like, okay, so if they're telling me to cash out right now and they know that I literally just hit the floor, that means that they want me to take money out of my own bank account and I'm not doing that. Side note, previously I had a really bad night, but that was like my 3rd day stripping, okay? And so I took my money out of the account because, I took my money out the ATM because I was like, you got to spend money to make money. Like, this is a sacrifice. And, I paid that $125, and then like 2 days later, somebody made it rain on me. That's where my mindset was. Like, I was still trying to find a positive, and I was still trying to regroup myself. And then what happens? Security come in again. We need you to cash out. I wasn't listening to him. My mind was on money. Like, I was like, yeah, all right. And then I went back on the floor again. And then the regular pulled me again. And he's like, what's going on? Like, why do they want you to leave? Like, why are they only telling you to cash out? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know what he said to me, but I literally started breaking down crying. Like, when I tell you, I was crying in the club. I was literally in the arms of the regular, breaking down, crying. Like, in the corner of my eye, I saw my friend, and you could tell on her face that she was like, damn, like, should I go over there and help her? Or like, should I keep making this money? And she chose to keep making her money, and props to you. Man, I don't know what that regular said to me, but I know it triggered me because I was trying. But if there's nothing here for me, how much can I try? You know what I'm saying? The regular, like, he was just in my ear, like, you need to go here. You need to go somewhere that values you. And I'm not going to play the race card, but I will throw it out there. He was like, you're the only black girl in here right now, and they're telling you to cash out. He was not black, okay? So it's not like it was this big race deal. But when he said that, I was like, what the fuck? Like, points were made. Points were made. I was the only black girl. I'm wearing this bright ass outfit. You knew that I was not on the floor. Now I'm finally on the floor, and I'm finally doing my job, and you're telling me to leave? And I was crying so hard because I'm like, I'm here to make money, and these people are trying to take money from me. They know I don't have no money. Every girl in the club did not have no big money. Like, I'm going to tell you, there's been nights where I had to look at myself and go, you're not trying, because her money bag is full. Her money bag is full. Some bitches are just built for it. That's me keeping it real. Like, there have been nights where I looked at other girls and I was like, you know what? It's money. Go get it. That was not that night. So this is when my sadness turned into, like, anger. I'm crying. Like, I'm clearly crying. And the funny part about that was the customers were still tipping me. Like I'm really crying. I'm really sad. And they're like putting money here, putting money there, putting money there. Like, I cannot make this stuff up. And I feel like that's really funny. But like, when I really started to get pissed, the security guard was standing there so awkward. And he was just like, yeah, like, I'm gonna need you to cash out. Like, you gotta cash out. Like, he didn't even seem like he wanted to do what he was doing. And that made me feel like somebody told him to do this. So this came from like higher up. Because at the end of the day, he's just a strip club security. Like, he's not going to come up to me and tell me to cash out if nobody told him to do that. The money opportunity is right here in my face. And you're telling me to cash out because you want my money? All right, bet. I'm going to give you my money, but I'm not going to give it up like without a fight. I just had a mood swing. The fact that he was standing there while I was crying, I turned into, bro, I'm telling you, I went to the ATM. I was talking shit at the ATM. I was like, my hard-earned money. I come here to make money, and they want to take money out of my pocket. But I was just mad because I went to my day job. I work at McDonald's. Do you know how much shit I take from people? That money is my money. I don't want to give it to the strip club. I know that there was a girl at the door. I know that there was security. I wasn't looking at nobody. It was just me and the ATM and God. Finally, the ATM gives me my money, and I go to the guy who's in charge of the dances, and I threw my money at him. Literally, I threw my money at him, and I was like, run me my $66. No respect. I had no respect because I felt like I was being sabotaged. The guy who was in charge of the dances, he was like,
what you being mean to me for?
I'm not gonna lie. I probably did catch people by surprise because I'm usually like really chill, really easy to talk to. Like, I never get aggressive like that if I don't need to, because nothing takes me there. Like, I don't care about a lot of things, but I cared that my money was being fucked with. So yeah, I had no respect for that establishment at that moment. When he asking me why am I being rude, I just felt like, well, there's no point in actually communicating why I'm being rude, because you're in charge of the dances. You're in charge of the money that comes in and out of the club. So you're probably the guy that told the security to tell me to cash out. I will say this. Sometimes you get so mad that whatever conclusion you come to, that's just what you gonna go with. I could have been wrong. Like, he probably had nothing to do with that at all. I actually don't remember how this happened, but I requested an Uber. And I was so mad that I didn't even put on my own pants. I couldn't even see straight. I was seeing red. I was so pissed off. I stormed out of there. And when I was walking out of there, I heard somebody say, 86 that bitch. And it was like, when I think back on this moment, I know that it was like a pivotal moment in my life. And if somebody was to ever make a movie about me, that moment is definitely gonna make the cut, because I was literally getting in the car and somebody goes, "You're fired." And I was like, I don't give a fuck. And I said it so loud, I know everybody in the club heard me say that. And I slammed the door to that Uber and I cried. I lived over 30 minutes away. I cried that entire Uber ride home. That Uber driver probably hated me. I literally called everybody who cares about me because I was like devastated. I was devastated. It didn't even have nothing to do with the money. It was like, I'm trying here. I am trying. When I tell you, I was mad at myself for going to that establishment and getting fired again. I got fired again being a stripper. You know what I'm saying? Over nothing. Over nothing. I knew the vibe was wrong. There was a point where I was sitting, like, before day shift ended, there was a point where I was sitting in the back and something told me clear as day in my mind, and it was not my own thought, to leave. My mind was like, leave right now. You didn't even work. Just go. And I didn't do it. Always listen to your first mind, kids. Because, yeah, so now that y'all know how I got fired, I could just tell y'all, like, what I learned from that experience. And it's like, I came home. I cried. Like, I cried for over an hour. I cried for over an hour. I cried for my channel. I cried about my whole life, because it seems like every time I try, every time something is going good, something horrible happens. Like, it'll be like you just built a brand new house and then a hurricane happens and boom, your house is gone. That's what I feel like is a recurring theme in my life. I was devastated. I was like, damn, like, I was going to do an entire stripper series, 13 episodes, like a real show. And now that's gone. Now I have no content. When am I even going to get back on YouTube? I'm doing all of this for YouTube. I'm going to 2 different places that I hate for my channel. When is it going to happen? Like, when is it going to happen? And let me tell you something. I was afraid to get back on here because I want this so bad. And I know it's going to happen. I'm not about to go into depth, but I want this so bad. Some people do YouTube because they already Instagram famous. So it's just like, you know, it's easy money, or it's just like, it just makes sense for them to do it. Some people do YouTube because they went viral. Some people do YouTube because they want to expose people. This is my passion. I want to share myself in a way that I can't with people that I know in real life. And bruh, like, when I tell you, I'm always going through the struggle. And I came home, I got in the bed like a little kid, and I cried with my auntie in her bed. She told me the next day that her pillows was wet because I wasn't even saying nothing. All I kept saying was, I'm trying. Even in that state of mind, I still finished the vlog. So shout out to me. Because I woke up the next day and I saw an 11-minute video of me crying. And I was like, I don't even want to watch this until it's time to edit, because I don't know what I was talking about. I'm dedicated to this. I had to get fired from that strip club. I had to have that weird experience with my manager at McDonald's, because God is making me uncomfortable. You see, I prayed to God and I asked him to help me make my dreams come true. And he did it in a way, I'm getting emotional, but it's like, he did it in a way where he literally started messing up my life. And I was mad at him because of it. You know, I was mad, but only for one day. Because I was like, I don't even, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, how hard do I have to try? And it seemed like other people just get it so easy. And I really have to try and suffer. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, the pain of knowing who I am on the inside and working at McDonald's and getting fired from a strip club, it made me look at my life like, I cannot do this anymore. I can't. Like, I'm better than this. I'm bigger than this. I want to be that girl. So God answered my prayers because he put me in a situation to make me look at myself and go, it's time. Like, it's time to do it and to never not do it again. This is what's going to change my life. This is the only thing that fulfills me. This is the only thing that, like, I was running from my dream, and I had to get fired from the strip club to run towards my dream. I had to be inspired by that pain. I had to be hurt and feel shame to know who I really am. Like, I know who I am, but I'm bigger than even that. Okay? And I'm not exaggerating. So it was good for me that I was afflicted. I'm always crying. I'm a bad bitch, but I'm always crying. Good or bad, you bitches are coming with me on this journey because we're going straight to the top. I'm famous. With that being said, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Do not forget to tell your mama to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks. Till next time.